This is a video showing how I fixed this noise. First, I had to take everything apart. Initially I thought this was some kind of gearbox, but turns out it's just a tube suspended between two bearings. There's really not much to go wrong. Turns out the problem is that the motor was just loose. I don't know if they never tightened the bolts originally or it came loose in shipping. But the motor side of the belt drive was hitting the frame of the lathe. Here you can see where it's contacting. When I was trying to tighten the motor, I thought I broke one of the studs that holds it secure. In the meantime, I was able to tighten the other stud enough to hold everything secure enough to be able to test for any offending noises. So real quick, I threw the belt back on and did a test run. There's a slight rattle, but that's just the loose dust cover on the front. Okay, so having gotten the motor out, I can see that this was done in a very impressively cheap way. This stud only goes in about 2 threads, and the movement of the motor has stripped the bottom threads. Also, this was hitting the frame. Just to make sure everyone understands the way this is designed and why it's a problem, if this is the motor, and this is the side where it mounts, we're looking at it from the front. So this is where the belt would be. And the bolt that fails comes through this wall, has a nut on it here, and only came into the motor about 2 threads. The reason why this is bad is because there are 2 different loads on this motor. There's the weight of the motor, and there's the torque when it's turning. This bolt only has this little area to hold everything in place. The problem is the way the motor is shaped and the forces that are on it. It's basically designed the same as this hammer to easily pull this screw out of this piece of wood. What I plan to do is create some sort of mount that holds it all the way around to take care of this torque force, and then also put a plate on one side, on each side of the lathe, with a proper bolt going through on the top and the bottom, to squeeze so there's a frictional force right here between each one of these plates on the lathe body that can securely hold the weight. This will be a much stronger design than this one little bolt in the side that obviously failed very quickly. First, I have to go shopping. A quick trip to the auto parts store, followed by a trip to the home improvement store. And I should have everything I need. A couple of 3-inch exhaust clamps, a piece of scrap steel I had from another project, and 4 bolts. The steel is also from the home improvement store, and it's just simply 2 inches by an 1/8 inch thick. And I chose carriage bolts because I will only have access to one side of them to tighten them down. Even with all the extra strength of this design, it still has a little bit of up and down adjustment. I made sure to line up the existing mounting holes with the new studs to ensure the pulleys are in line. After a successful test run, it's time to put everything back together. With the lathe back together and functioning the way it should be, the next step is to test turning some metal. I have a piece of 6061 aluminum that I'm going to turn a little bit. I'm going to do a reducing operation and a facing operation and see how it goes. It looks like I'm back in business and very happy with the way it turned the aluminum. At this point, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if it helped you out. And the rest of this video is going to be a little bit more turning on this aluminum and then polishing it up to see how nice a finish I can get. Enjoy!